Hey guys, so um I want to show you guys something today. So basically I made these, let's call them random selections of products a long time ago when I was still scrapbooking. I haven't scrapbooked since like September and it is now May, and I won't scrapbook until June, maybe even July. We shall see. So since I end up using any of these assorted products, I decided that I'm going to use them throughout the summer months or until I get bored of them. So basically what I did here was I made these I just threw a bunch of things that kind of match but like might not into bags. And my idea, like they're sort of very loose kits. So my idea was that I would start off, I would just pull a bag and use it as a starting off point to make a layout. So what I mostly included in these bags were things that I at the time, I don't know if it's still is true, is things that I haven't yet used from my stash, things that I've been wanting to use for a long time and haven't gotten around to it. Like things that really inspire me. It's things that I love that I really want to use and I haven't yet. So that's what's in these assorted bags. So what I'm going to be doing is hopefully throughout the summer months when I'm hopefully going to get a lot of scrapping done, is I'm going to use these 4 bags as my jumping off points because they're things that I still love and haven't used yet. And of course, I mean, I will pull other things from my stash as well as I need to. Or I mean, I might combine these different kits, but I think what I was going for was there was a different color scheme or just different kind of theme in each bag. I honestly do not remember what I put in them. So we will have a look-see and see. So these are the 4 bags, like things that were very inspirational to me at the time. And then I also have some very new things that I should have like sort of very late haul videos up for. And that is some Black Friday purchases I made back in November. And I've had the Ellie Studio stuff since Christmas. And I've looked at it a gazillion times, never used it. So, I mean, I know exactly what's in here. Like, every single piece is mapped out in my head. I'm past the everything is so pretty hoarding style. And everything is so pretty, I want to use it phase of the thing. Whereas the citrus twist stuff that I literally just got a couple hours ago, I'm still in the I just want to open the package and look at it phase. Not quite to the let's use it phase, but until like August, for example, I'll hopefully get there. So this is something that I want to dig into as well. So I have whole videos for both of these. These were all grab bags. So you can go check those out. But these are something I'm going to keep in mind. Also, these are new as well. These are just some plain triangles that could work with everything from Tiger. And then this is a nice clear summer stamp set. And since I will be scrapbooking in the summertime, maybe I will use a couple of these as well. So these will all go into my gray container once I get rid of the stuff that's in there at the moment. And put this stuff in. Okay, so the first bag looks basically that I think what I did is I just threw in whatever I had from the Better Together collection by Amy Tangerine, and then I also threw in a 6x6 paper pad, which is the plus one, I think, 6x6 paper pad. So I'm just going to take everything out and kind of talk you through each kit and what I think I was thinking when I put them together or what I think when I look at it now. So actually this paper pad is very well used in comparison to some other to most of the paper packs that I own, but there's still a lot of patterns in here that I have not yet used and I adore. So that is why I included this. Also, it's now summer, so these are very nice summer colors as well. And also I have not used this sticker sheet at all. I think the main reason is because I have trouble using clear stickers. I've always wanted clear stickers, but then when I got them, I just find them very hard to use. I don't know, I'm gonna have to get past that. And I also threw in this washi tape because it's all crinkled, but I mean, once I get it off the paper, it'll straighten out. So, I have used these a bit. So basically my main point is I really want to use some of this sticker sheet because it's really cool. I love that bird. I don't know why I love birds all of a sudden. And this camera, like, I don't know, I just love everything. And the coffee cup and the donuts, and I love these these cassette tapes. So anyway, so everything's in here, some cut aparts. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the paper pad and tell you guys a bit about, but first let's go see this. So this is a +1 6x6. I think it's one of Amy Tangerine's very first collections. It's a very old collection, and this blue matches very, very nicely with the blues in this, and I can't find any other blue that matches these, so that's why I stuck this in here. And also I have trouble using this pad in particular because I've used most of the colored papers and most of what is left is black and white. So I mean, I could, but it's very contrasty. I mean, because it's very bold, they're very bold and a lot of contrast, I can't use too many of these patterns without another color. So I added them in here because in reality there's no black and white in this pack. There is some kind of navy blue, but there's black and white in here, and also the blues match. So I threw that in here too because there's some really awesome patterns that I love in here as well that I have yet to use. But I mean, this is not it's more of a fill-in kind of thing. So what I really want to use from in here, so in here I have a bunch of scraps. But for example, this paper here, I know it's cut up, but I've never actually used it, and I adore it. So that is something I want to make sure I use at least on one layout throughout this process. Let's get rid of, I love this paper. I have used it though. I mean, of course I'll use it again, but it is something that I have used. Okay. I'm trying to get rid of the scraps. So see, I've cut into a lot of these papers. This one is another paper that I absolutely adore and have yet to use. So there is that. And let me just see, there's barely any full pages left compared to what I started with. See, I haven't used this pattern either, but I mean, it's a nice pattern, but it's not something like, wow, I have to absolutely use it. Now, I do really like this pattern. I'm not sure if I used it or not. If I do really, really like it too as well. So yeah. So basically the whole reason this pad is in here is to use those two pieces of paper at least once. There we go. And I can't wait to use, so what I like to, I did it with a with 6x6 6x6 paper pads, but never with a 12x12. Well, I've never had a 12x12 that I could do that with, but these strips are all different patterns and the ones that can't come in full pages. So see, so I really want to do a layout just using all these strips, but that's sort of something to do towards when the pad is a bit more dwindled down than it is currently. So this is the first jumping off point bag. That is what I'm going to call them. I like that. Okay, so there's the first one. Now the second one is based off of the Dear Lizzie Lovely Day collection, because I find that compared to the other products I have in my stash, has a very different color scheme. Actually, come to think of it, there is a die cut pack in the Citrus Twist things that I think would match some of these blues and greens, but again, still in the hoarding phase of that. And so then I also added, so let me talk you through this. So I did add something else in here as well. Oh, these die cuts are randomly thrown in here. I forgot about that. Okay, oh, this is for, ah, yay, I completely forgot. Okay, let me tell you why I just made that very weird sound. Okay, so as I mentioned in one of my previous videos and in a video that I'm gonna try and film an update video sometime soon. I let you guys know what's been happening because that's usually what pictures I scrapbook, so kind of let you guys know where I stand with getting caught up with scrapbooking pictures and big events I have to do and that kind of thing. But basically, I went on a trip to France in February for a school thing. I represented my country at the country I live in at a Model European Parliament. So that was fun. So I was in France for a week, and then I'm also going to France again with my father in June. So a lot of these die cuts have French words, so I think it would be very cool to use some of them. This collection on some France pictures, and also I mean when I went with representing the country, we were wearing like suits and that kind of thing, and I think this collection has those more kind of formally. I can find some more sort of formal kind of papers or so or not. Well, I mean I think it's meant to be like a kids collection, but this floral, for example, is I find a bit more formal kind of thing. But anyway, so I have the 6x6 paper pad. I have a couple of larger sheets as well. So I have used the larger sheets. Did I use this? I'm not sure if I used this, but okay, probably did. I haven't used this, but I mean, I would love to. I think that would be so cool for a Paris picture, like for not Paris. Actually, not Paris. We're not going to Paris. We're going to these other small towns. So I think this paper will be really cool for some pictures from that when I come back. So there's that. So basically these chipboard letters, there's some phrases in here that I really want to use, like "You're so cool, I'm not even mad" kind of thing. There's that. Basically, I haven't really scrapbooked at all with this collection, and I want to. So that's why it's in here. And also I wanted to make sure to remember that I have this pack down here. I don't know why this is in here actually, but okay. We're going to go with it. So this is a, oh, see, so I don't think I used that paper after all. This is a autumn craft set from, it's from Lidl. And basically there's a bunch of different papers, and it's more fall, well, yeah, it's autumn, so it's a fall kind of thing, and there's pattern papers and cardstock and so on. But it actually goes, there's some colors that I find go really nicely kind of with this. There's some reds and oranges and that kind of stuff. And also there's some patterns in here I really want to use, like this wood grain. I have made it one layout from this already. So, I mean, I'm not going to use a cardstock probably. I'll just take it out. I'll work with the patterns a bit more, and then I'll disperse this. Later, well, once I'm done with this jumping off point kit extravaganza. Also, something else I didn't mention, I might end up making kits and using these as a jumping off starting point, and make as a start, like use this pile of things as a starting off point, and then like add and make like a proper kit, not just a starting off jumping off point kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see after my exams finish. Again, it's International Scrapbooking Day today when I'm filming this, and I don't have any time to actually scrapbook, but I do have an odd 20 minutes here and there to film a couple of videos, so I feel like I did something crafty on this very, very nice day that we should be celebrating crafting. Okay, so third jumping off point kit thing is basically I got a hip kit on sale. Let me see. So not the 2018 Black Friday, 2017 Black Friday. I got a discounted hip kit from the Hip Kit Club. So this is basically what I have left, and I threw in a couple of other things as well. So the kit came with oh, I just remembered. I saw a piece of paper. That's why I also, the last time I was in France, like not February, in 2016, when the first time I went to France, I bought this very cute collection. It's a spring summery color thing, so it didn't really go with the pictures I had from when we went in the winter. I've never actually scrapped those, but I wouldn't have used them there, but I can totally use them for the June trip. So yay. Okay, so in the kit, the Chimel, a little by little, no, actually, no, wasn't in there. So in the kit, the original kit, I mean, I did use it a couple of times, so it's not everything. In the original kit, we got these letters and Vicki Boutin die cuts, and then these enamel dots came in there as well, and not that, and yeah, and all these papers. So I haven't used a lot of these papers that I really love. No, not this paper, not that one. But I haven't used this blue paper yet that I absolutely adore. And I haven't used this either that I really wanted to use as a background. And I really wanted to use, let me see. I really wanted to use this as a background, but the more I keep looking at this paper, the more I'm loving it. So I'll probably end up using both sides and not using that as a full background. So there's scraps from that kit, and I also added some other ones. So this purple and this is from another paper pad. The Die Cuts with a View Stack 8, I think, that I've had. That was the first paper I ever bought, so 5 years ago. And I just have a few pieces left, so I'm trying to use them up. So I stuck some of those in there. And then, so that was what I have left from the kit. Then I added in the Chimel sticker book, not because I want to use it up, but because I thought it matched, since I mean there's some Chimel little by little paper in here as well, and I haven't used a lot of it, so it will give me an opportunity to use some more. So why not? And then I also added this vellum because I've had this for a really long time and I absolutely love it, but haven't used it yet, so I thought I could just add it in here and hopefully use it. By the way, my lighting isn't really good because I'm filming this at nighttime because I want to tidy my room and start fresh studying tomorrow. So yeah, and then these papers are from that French collection I was talking about. It's actually by a French company. I found like this craft store when I was there the first time, and it's from Toga, I think. So I have like the whole collection, the paper, I have wood veneer, I have die cuts and chipboard and so on. But I thought just maybe using some of these papers would be a good jumping off point because I still haven't used that. I've had it for 3 years, but now I have an excuse to use it from scrapbooking the June June France trip. We're not actually going to Paris. We're staying one night in Paris, and then we're going to Angers, and then we're going to La Rochelle. So yes. Oh, and then also in here, because I absolutely adore this collection, I added the Life is Beautiful collection kit from Fancy Pants that I've used once or twice, but there's still a lot in here, and I absolutely love every single piece of paper, so I need to use it more. So I stuck that in there because there's some like the green, like the nature kind of theme, and the green and the light pinks might kind of match. So I mean, it's very, very loosely. It's just starting off points to make a layout, or possibly maybe if I'm in the mood for it, make some sort of kit starting off with these, or eventually once I work with them individually first. Okay, and the last kit is really a huge mismatch of things because this was towards the end. I'm just throwing things in. So basically, this is just a bunch of products that I love and want to use, and I haven't used yet, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not even going to bother with those. Okay, so I have these really cool interactive Maggie Holmes, yes, there we go, elements that I got. They came in the, again, 2017 Black Friday. I got from the Hip Kit Club. I also got a grab bag, and these were in here, and I haven't even used one, so I thought it's about time. I don't know what pictures I would use, So who knows if I'll end up using them, because they are like they're from the Carousel collection, and that was a very like circus kind of theme collection, like not or like carnival or Luna Park kind of thing, and I don't really have any pictures at the moment, so I'm going to try and use one at least, but I don't know, maybe like this one, we'll see. So I threw those in here. There's also some other Maggie Home stuff in here, that's probably why that made it in. So then this is completely different color scheme, completely different theme, completely different company. This is Simple Stories, and this is a die cut set for Domestic Bliss, and I have not used a single piece of it, and it's a different color scheme as well from what I usually use. I'm really loving these like royal dark navy kind of, I don't know what, blues. So I threw these in here so I can maybe use a couple, and then I also basically added my papers from my loose paper. So any loose paper that doesn't go with a collection that's 12 by 12 is in here. And also when I cut it up, it still goes back in here to scrap. So these are both Maggie Homes, or crepe paper at least. This one's crepe paper, I think this one's Maggie Homes. And it kind of matched together. And then there's also this vellum that I love. I did use it once, but I want to use it again. And then these are the very last bits of the Atwell collection that I have. So I mean, this blue is very easy to use, so I'm gonna try and dwindle that down as well. I have some of this left. This is from the Emoji Love, yeah, by Simple Stories. Okay, and then oh no. Okay, so I lost a lot of pictures. I'll tell you more about that in the update video. And I had these really cool road trip pictures from going to Madison. Oh, and I bought these papers specifically for that. So I guess these are gonna have to wait until we go again. I was really looking forward to using these. Oh well. Anyway, I also have a couple full streets from the Atwell collection that I'll try and use. And then I have this paper from Domestic Bliss by Simple Stories. I absolutely adore this, and I have yet to use it. So I'll probably just make a page like with this as a big chunk of this pattern showing, because I love it. Now, I struggle with these two papers. Well, actually, this one. So, I bought this paper because I love this. So, again, I'll probably try and go with a big chunk of this. Now, with this paper, I originally bought it for this side. I love this side. But, look at the back side. This one's even more. It's gorgeous. So, I don't know. I was considering using this as a background for a while. But I think I can't give up that side, so I'm going to have to use both sides somehow. Okay, so this is by Studio Calco Wonderlust. And then I have some of this donut paper that I tried very hard to use, but never ended up using, so maybe we'll use that. And then this paper I bought for this side, but I don't know what the heck I'm going to use this for, or with what. I love it, but I don't know how I'm going to use it. And then this side is a really cool background. So, this is another paper that I don't know what I'm going to do with. And then this is this chipboard set that I've been trying to use up forever. So I threw it in. Hopefully I'll get to use some more pieces. So for example, with that Maggie Home stuff, this is also Maggie Home. So, I mean, there's another sort of carnival, Luna Park, like fair kind of thing here that I can use. The heart I can always use, like the flags could go with that. So I'm going to try and use up the last pieces of this and finally get it out of my stash. So that is the last, oh, I'm really sad about these papers. Maybe my sister has some pictures, but I lost literally all of mine. I lost over 1,000 pictures. I was so sad because I had a lot of trips there that I hadn't backed up. I went out to races in Malta a couple years ago, so I lost all of those pictures. I lost all of the pictures from when I went to Greece, and like we went all around Greece with my school. I lost all pictures from my last trip to the States. I lost all the pictures I had taken while I was in France. It broke down. My phone broke down when I was in France. I lost all. Yeah, so yeah, my sister probably has some pictures, but I like taking specific types of pictures. It won't be the same, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm really looking forward to using these. Anyway, I'll stop being so depressed over paper, and can't speak. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see what I end up making with all this stuff, and I will hopefully see you soon. So see you next time. Bye.